Hi there, Jacqui Ashley here, and today I really want to talk to you about creating and sticking to habits. So before I give you some tips on that, let's find out what is a habit first. So let's look at Wikipedia. Wikipedia says that a habit is a routine of behavior that is repeated regularly and tends to occur subconsciously. And I love this quote from Tony Robbins. It's not what you know, but it's what you do consistently. So how do habits work? First of all, a habit works when there's usually a trigger. There's a trigger, and then that trigger triggers a behavior. And then that behavior then produces an outcome or a reward. So I'm going to give you some tips here to help you to be able to create habit and also to help you to stick to the habits as well. So tip one, first of all, when you're trying to create a habit, don't try to create so many habits at one time. Stick to maybe one or two, because then that's easier. If you're trying to create a new habits, that's trying to bring in so many different new things for you, and you might find it really, really difficult to just do them all at once. So pick one or two habits that you kind of want to start and stick with that until that becomes a habit and you're happy with that. Then you can then move on and bring in or start adapting new habits in your life. So the second thing is, in order for you to really maintain this habit, you must first understand, why do you want this habit? What would this habit do for you? Because often enough, we look at other people's habits and we actually end up adopting other people's habits and think, oh, that's a great idea. But we don't really understand why we actually want to do it, or what are the benefits, the real benefits for us. So when you really connect with your why, like for example, if you're trying to lose weight, right? Understand why you're really trying to lose weight. What is it going to give you? What are the benefits and what are the results that you're going to gain from that? That's going to really help motivate you. For me, when I was doing fasting, I really had to dig deep as to why. And I wrote down all my whys, why I wanted this habit, and it was quite interesting because no one, I love my food. And my husband even thought that I couldn't do it. But I proved him wrong, didn't I? Because what happened was I really understood and really clarified what my why, my intention was. My real why was because I wanted to, I really wanted to make this fasting work because I could understand the benefits of it, having that increased focused, and also allowing my body to heal so I can have more energy, and have more clarity, have more focus in the things I did. So I really did the research and really wrote down why I wanted this goal. So that's really, really important to understand why you want this habit, because when you really connect with it, that's really going to really allow you or really motivate you going forwards. So the next thing is 3, schedule and create a schedule and plan the task. Okay. What is it that you need to do? What are the tasks that you need to do in order for you to achieve the goals, right? So for example, if you're trying to lose weight, right? What are the tasks or the actions that you need to action or plan for you to meet that goal? Is it that you need to eat certain foods, or at certain times you need to exercise? So write these all down, because these are actions that's actually going to help you to make sure that your habit is actually going to stick, right? For me, I need to write down for my fasting. I wrote down how many hours, right? My fasting, when and what time I needed to start my fasting. What time did I need to finish my meal, or what time, the time that I allowed for the first meal for me, right? And what can I drink or during my fasting period? You know, what am I allowed or what am I not allowed? So know these and plan ahead before you do that. And for example, if you're trying to wake up early in the morning, that was another habit that I recently adopted. And you know, you need to research, okay, well, how many hours of sleep can I, you know, can I be comfortable, be going to be okay for me to make this work? You know, what time is it that I need to wake up? I need to schedule in, say, for example, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock every morning. What is the task that I need to do to achieve that? I need to put an alarm on at 6 a.m. So make sure you write this down so that you know. And what do you need to do in order for you to make this work? So write all those actions out. Okay, so the next is, what is the trigger to help you with your new habit? For example, if you're going to wake up early in the morning and that's your plan to wake up, say, for example, for 6 o'clock, what is the trigger, the thing that needs to happen for you to kickstart that action? Okay, that action that you're going to keep doing every day. So setting an alarm at 6 o'clock a.m. So that's going to wake you up every morning at 6 a.m., right? And then, so what is the action? What is the routine? What is the action? What is the task that is needed that's actually going to help you to make that routine stick or that habit stick? Okay, so for example, if you want to wake up early in the morning, putting an alarm next to your bed isn't going to work because you're just going to basically press it and that's it. So for me, when I wanted to wake up 6 o'clock a.m. in the morning, I need to make sure that I'd actually get up, turn off the alarm, and then so my body is awake. So what do you need to do in order for you to make that trigger or that action work? And for example, putting your alarm or phone in the bathroom so that you actually have to literally get up to walk to there and turn it off. So that's how I kickstart my habit. And every morning my alarm goes off and I actually literally get up. And by the time I actually walk to the bathroom, I am actually awake. So that actually helps me to kickstart my routine and make sure that I complete it. The next is, how will you measure your task or your routine? What do you need to do? So writing down, you know, each morning, say I woke up at this time or at this time at 6 o'clock. And there may be days that you know, you may wake up later and that's okay, but you want to make sure that you are creating and doing this action consistently. So how do you know that you're actually doing consistently? You need to find a way to be able to measure your goals, whether you're losing weight. How do you know? Are you recording the food that you're eating, the amount of food, or the exercises that you are doing every day? So you know that you're on track with your goals in terms of how many kilos or how much you want to lose, right? So then that's going to help you to be able to measure, because you can either then adjust your actions accordingly to make sure that you meet your goals, but then it becomes a habit that you consistently do every day. So the last thing is, know your outcome, know what your reward is. Like, for example, for me, the reason why the outcome for me waking up every morning at 6 a.m. is that so I can actually fit in my exercise regime, because I wanted to exercise every day. And in order for me to do that, I need to wake up earlier. That time for me allows me to do the things for me. So that was my why, and also that was my reward. And when I do that, when I wake up early, I get things done. And what does that make me feel? It makes me feel like I've accomplished things. And when I've exercised in that morning, it makes me feel fresh. It makes me feel really healthy. It makes me feel really energized. So making sure you understand what that rewards are and what the benefits are for you, right? What are you going to feel at the end of the day of doing this? That's what's going to really help you to really maintain this habit as well. Okay, and so the last thing is, how do you know if this habit is going to stick? And some people say, how long does it take to stick to a habit? It may take, some say 30 days, some say 3 months. Well, I can tell you, everyone is different. And how do you know this habit sticks? You start doing this automatically, subconsciously. Yep. That you automatically wake up at 6 o'clock and you just do it every single day. Every single day, I now fast at a certain time, and I know, and I'm very disciplined. There may be one off odd occasions that might not, weekend doing something, but every other day, I can easily get back to that habit. So that's when you know that habit is sticking. And when it doesn't stick, you've got to really understand why. Why is it that, again, you want this habit? Is there something that you can change to help you to make this habit stick? What are the benefits? What is the reason that you want to actually achieve these habits again, right? So there you go. Those are my tips. And if you have any questions, or you are trying to get some clarity around your habits, or you're having trouble to actually creating a habit, or you're having trouble sticking to your habits, please contact me, and I'm happy to have a session with you to help you through that. Have a wonderful day.